What is up, guys? It is TSL Game, or That Swoosh Life, and here today we are going to be going over next season's roster for the Bucks. Now obviously this is not an exact roster of 2K, but we're going to kind of just talk about what I expect from the Bucks players and what I expect for the team. We'll get into the team a little bit later, but yeah, so this is the team right here. It's a really good team. The only thing is it is full of playmakers, and I mean, that's a good thing. You're going to get a lot of plays, but, you know, it's kind of weird. So here's your starting lineup. Malcolm Brogdon at the point. Chris Middleton at the 2 guard. Antetokounmpo. Greek Freak in the middle. Jabari Parker in the 4. And Monroe manning the middle. And then you got Thon Maker as your 6th man. John Henson. DJ Wilson. Spencer Hawes. Gary Payton the 2nd. Matthew Dellavedova. Don't even know how to say his name. Rashad Vaughn, Sterling Brown, Mirza Teletovic as a reserve, and Jordan Lewis, I think it is, Jaquan Lewis, sorry, also coming as a reserve. Now, the Greek Freak, you take it with a grain of salt. He could be a 91. I think he'll be better. But yeah, you see his 3-point, that's the big thing. It's improved. I know he's working on that, so I had to boost that up a little bit to about 77, I believe. I think, yeah, I'll show it. It is a 77 3-point open. And then contested and moving is both in the 60s. But beside that, his perimeter defense and playmaking skills are off the charts, along with his potential. And Jabari Parker, I see him making a big leap this season, becoming more of a stretch forward, but he can also be a playmaker and drive. You know, he's got the rebounding abilities, and you know he's see his playmaking. A lot of playmakers on this team. Also, his defense is pretty solid. Chris Middleton, I see him becoming more of a, you know, he has a shot down. Now he's starting to get, you know, to his playmaking abilities. Sorry, I keep on saying that so much. You know, passing the ball around and getting inside. I thought he would be. I think he's going to be an 83 or 84. I don't know why it made him 85, but you know, I just kind of kept the stats like that. And then Malcolm Brogdon, I see him becoming a point guard player, keeping the kind of the same shot though. You'll be able to kind of Kyrie pull up. And his defense is very stellar, along with his playmaking ability, which basically means he can pass the ball around in this case. And then Greg Monroe, I kept the same. I think he's about at his peak. I could see him going up to an 81 or 82, but I do believe he'll stay at. I think there's nothing really to change here, except for maybe his IQ would go up because he's been in the league a little bit longer. But then John Henson, according to Basketball Reference, going to go down to him. John Henson, he apparently is a power forward now, so that made him a 78. He'd be a 77 if he was still a center. But apparently he's a power forward now. His rebounding skills are and his defense on the inside is kind of mediocre, but still a good player. Come off the bench and get you some rebounds, putbacks, you know, you name it. Thon Maker, I see him making a big leap this season. I think he was a 74. Now he's a 78. You see, you got the offense there. It's looking really good, along with his rebounding abilities and playmaking, decent. Probably need to get up there. And Spencer Hawes, I did not change at all because he's kind of like in his prime. Sorry, my chair keeps on making noise as it was in the last video. Then DJ Wilson, he's a rookie. He might be a 72 or 73, 74. I mean, he's not. I mean, what you see there, you just kind of see. And Matthew Dellavedova, I didn't really change anything. You kind of see with DJ Wilson, just kind of your normal rookie. I think he could, you know, have a couple games where he shows his potential, along with Gary Payton the 2nd. I could see him also showing its potential in some games. Basically, I think his calling card is going to be passing the ball around. I don't know why his physical is an A+, but I can see him passing the ball around. Sterling Brown, I literally did not change anything on him. Just kind of put his overall down to normal rookie status. He's a 72 overall. I think he was a 2nd-round pick. I'm not sure what college he came from. Looks like he'll be a solid player. Rashad Vaughn, I think he might be a little bit higher. I don't know why he only went up to 72, but I changed quite a bit. I made his shot better and his athleticism better. But I think he could be a special player here soon. Mirza Teletovic didn't do crap to him. Actually, I think I did take him down in overall just because of, you know, normal. He's 31. Definitely next season he'll be down a couple overalls. And then Jaquan Lewis, I watched him at VCU. He's a pretty good player, but I put him down to 69 overall because he was undrafted and didn't really see much of him from Summer League. But yeah, this is the team. Do a quick playthrough. And now we're going to talk about what I expect from the team in this upcoming season. Alright, so here we are. We are basically we're just going to play a game with this team, not a game, but the first quarter with this team, and I'm going to just tell you guys what I expect. First off, Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, if you thought this season was good, wait until you see next season. As do ignore, there were some. My crappy 2K skills was really on point this game, but just don't get triggered about that. Giannis, I expect him to be kind of like a LeBron James, definitely a LeBron James figure for this team. Only thing is, he has a lot of help. I think he's going to improve his shot. The work ethic on this kid is crazy, and I see him being in maybe the near future the LeBron James of this league. Possibly. Just take that with a grain of salt once again. But yeah, we're going to move on to Malcolm Brogdon, who just shot that shot. I think he could be a special player. I like him at the point guard position. I think he is kind of a shooting guard. I think a lot of why he did so good is like Chris Middleton was out, so he was given more minutes, and obviously he showed up. I think if Chris Middleton was not out, he would be seen as kind of a Rajad Vaughn player. Vaughan, I don't know how you freaking say his name. He'd be seen as kind of like, a potential, but he's not really amounting to anything just because he wasn't getting that many minutes. Now you look at him, he's like a 78 overall, I believe, this season, and now he's an 81 in my prediction. I knew all the way through that he had the potential, just kind of had to get the minutes to prove that he had the potential, and now he has, and I think he'll be a very special player this season. We'll see a couple scoring outbursts. I think we're going to see him kind of take that point guard role in passing around, which you really have to do. Obviously, Giannis is such a ball dominant player, it's going to kind of be weird, and that's kind of the good thing for him, because he's more of an off-ball player. He's not really a point guard, he's a shooting guard. He's a shooting guard at Virginia. And I think he still can be the point guard. He can still take down the ball and pass it around, facilitate the ball, and he has a little bit of a driving game as well to him. So he can drive as Giannis slams that sucker down. But yeah, he can drive. He has that aspect of his game is also there too. It's not just shooting, but shooting is a big part of it. But he could go in isolation and turn some heads, maybe. I don't know. Now moving on to Chris Middleton. I don't know why he made him 85 overall, like I said earlier. For some reason it did, and so that's kind of what he is. I think he'll be probably an 83. Well, I don't even know what the heck that play was, but we'll just continue on. I think he will be a special player this season. I think we'll see a couple scoring outbursts from him. He's more of an off-ball player. I see him kind of facilitating the ball a little bit more than we're used to seeing him do. Of course, he's been injured lately, but I think he's going to kind of, that's kind of what everyone on this team is taking the role of passing it to either Giannis or Jabari, and then when they're not showing up, then that's their time to show up. That's kind of how this team is going to work out, and I think if Chris Middleton and Malcolm Brogdon are my backups, if my top two players aren't doing well, I'd be pretty happy with that. So yeah, and then Greg Monroe, I don't know what to say. He had a lot of potential, and a lot of people were, hyping him up to be a good player. And I think he's still. I don't get me wrong, he's a good player. But I think he kind of the hype kind of just went away along with his talent. I think he was 84 at one point. Now he's an 80. I think he's still a good pick and roll player, and potentially pick and pop in that mid range. I don't know. A lot of centers are saying they're doing better in their threes, so you never know. He could be the next center to say he's good at threes. Apparently Andre Drummond is, so he's going to go from an F to an A plus probably, knowing 2K. But I think he's going to be. I think he's still going to be a good player. He's going to be able to get them rebounds. He's got good interior defense. And I think he's going to be a really good player, solid player. He knows his role, and he's going to go with it. He's going to get the rebounds, and he's going to get those post points and pick and roll. Then last but not least on the starting lineup, Jabari Parker. He's the guy. If Giannis cannot get a basket, they're going to kick it out to him or Chris Middleton, and they're going to either shoot, or if they give it to Jabari could also drive. Not sure if Chris Middleton's not exactly a proven driver yet, but I think he will probably improve on that this season. But I see Jabari Parker being the second-hand man to Giannis Antetokounmpo, and you know, it's going to. I mean, obviously Giannis is going to draw a lot of double teams. They're going to draw defensive talent to him, so they're going to need. You always need somebody to pass it off to, and that's really why I like this Bucks team. They have 3 people they can pass to if Giannis is not doing well, and I think Jabari is the first guy on that list that you want to pass it to. I think he'll definitely have some scoring outbursts this season. I could almost guarantee it. And yeah, so let's get on to the bench here. As you see, the bench players that come in. Matthew Dellavedova, not really much to say about him. He's going to be a solid role player for this team. You know, he's probably going to facilitate the ball a lot. Apparently, he has a good shot. Don't know where they got that idea from. He's actually a pretty decent defender, so excuse me, he could be the defensive anchor on this team. Excuse me there. But as well as let's see, DJ Wilson, I think he'll be, you know, he's going to be a rookie, so he's not going to really come out and be a star right away. But I think he'll show his potential in some games, and he could possibly go back and forth from G League. Excuse me, weird. But I think he'll go back and forth. And I don't know if they have a G League team. I think some teams don't. I don't think the Milwaukee Bucks do, but they might. Who knows? See, John Henson, I think he's got a lot of potential. I think he's going to be, I think he really needs to get better to go to the next level. I think he needs to get a shot, at least a mid-range. You know, he's not really an offensive player. He's more of a rebound and defense player, but, you know, there's always room for improvement. Thon Maker, yeah, speaking of room of improvement, I think he's going to improve a lot, not only at the beginning of the season, but throughout the season. And that'll be very interesting to see how that goes. I believe that's all for that. And I think this team is a 4th place team, 4th or 5th. And then I say their window is probably 3rd place to 7th place, depending on how the Raptors do. And I'm pretty sure the Celtics will be probably 2nd, but who knows. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this, of course, leave a like, subscribe. I'm going to try and get these out maybe twice a day. Of course, up to the point of school where I probably won't be able to get these up at all. And we'll have a schedule. I already have a schedule worked out. I'll have that up soon. So just ignore the fact that you're seeing Caleb Swanigan gameplay. And I'm going to finish up what I was saying because the freaking end of the video came so fast. But yeah, I want to try and pump these out soon and get a schedule worked out. So then I can, you know, I pretty well have everything planned out, just waiting for 2K18 to come out, so then I can put it down, hammer it. But it's going to be kind of sporadic until 2K18 comes out. I'm just going to kind of post when I can get one of these up. It's just going to be these videos strictly, maybe a couple of my league what ifs, but nothing really that, you know, intense. It's just going to kind of be these chill little videos talking about what I expect for next season. But yeah, I do see the Bucks getting that 4th seed, 5th seed. I don't think they're exactly ready to be a top 3 team yet. They could very well get that 3rd seed, depending on how the Raptors do. I see the Celtics being 2nd or 1st. So yeah, or the Cavs. You never know. They could freaking blow a 3-1 lead or something. I don't know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. If you did, of course, leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below what team you do next. I'm doing them alphabetical, but if you want a team, you want to see me do a team, I'll go ahead and do it if you just comment below. I don't care if it's freaking the Wizards. I know they're at the end of the alphabet, but I'll do them anyways if y'all want me to. And yeah, I think it's going to be really fun. I do expect another post today. Also, go check out my other channel. I'm doing some interesting NBA videos. I think I have a Kyrie video going up today. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And yeah, peace out.